अभयप्रदा मणिगणै नानाविधैर्भूषिता.
Not by action or work, not by begetting children, not by anything else. Only by knowing Brahman or God, man attains Brahman. That Brahman or God, which is without a second, and which is truth, knowledge, and happiness, is the object of real knowing. The best of the twice born, who know Brahman residing in the cave, which is called the highest heaven, during his transmigratory existence, known as illusion. He who realizes his own self, which is the witness of the power called ignorance and illusion, knowing I am Brahman alone, becomes Brahman itself. Okay, it says not by action or work. Now remember, that's the first realm, or Bhuloka, the realm of activity, the realm of labor, the realm of survival, the root chakra, Muladhara chakra, right? The first realm, Bhuloka. And it says not by begetting children. So realizing God or realizing or reaching heaven is not by what? Begetting children. Next level is the sacral plexus, the Swadhisthana chakra, the realm of procreation, the realm of the ancestor. The realm of the ancestors called Bhuvar Loka. It says not by action or work, and not by begetting children, not by anything else. Remember, not by the solar plexus either, which is social positioning, the world, the physical world, not by anything, thing meaning objects, anything else. Solar plexus, all objects, the elemental world, realm of the elements, not by anything else. Only by knowing Brahman, a man attains Brahman. Remember, that's up in the heart, so that's when you're able to access and get contact with, be able to reach and know your own self, that Brahman, that God, inside of the cave of the heart, which you'll go into in a minute. It says, only by knowing Brahman, man attains Brahman. That Brahman or God is without a second, which is true. So the key thing is that reality, that God, that being, that consciousness is the only thing that truly exists. Everything else is an illusion or Maya. Even my ego, my own physical appearance, my age, my race, my gender, all of the attributes and descriptions of any being, human, animal, plant, element, all of it is from the atomic particle, rooted in hydrogen, rooted in the spiritual world, or spiritual substance of that consciousness. So it says that Brahman, which is all consciousness, which is without a second, right? The second is an illusion, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, innumerable things in this reality are all what illusions spring from one actual reality. And remember, God is the original, God is the true truth, or the true original being, the only consciousness that ever existed. How could there ever be anything to come after? You see, anything that comes after would have to be its own imagination, its own fantasy, its own dream, its own constructs, which we call our different individual lives. And it says Brahman, which is without a second, which is the truth, sadhya, knowledge, vidya, paravidya, or vidya, or jnana, jnana, which is gnosis. It says, and happiness. Happiness is ananda. So sat chit ananda, which is Brahman. It says, which is truth, knowledge, and happiness. Happiness is the heart chakra, the realm of bliss, the realm of no fear. It says, is the object of real knowing, which is the throat chakra, the realm of knowing. The best of the twice born who know Brahman residing in the cave, which is called the highest heaven. The best of the twice born. Twice born means those who have already experienced and exhausted their vasanas in their previous lives. They're twice born, meaning they're reborn. In the Christian world, in the Christian system, this is a real common concept. The baptism, also in the Kemetic system, in the African systems, they all into baptism. They're all into these baptismal rebirth rites, these water rites. Or the best of the twice born, those who are reborn, who have already exhausted their previous desires in their previous lives, their previous attachments, and they've overcome their karma, defeated the karma, and completed the karma, or they completed the law, like Christ figure in the New Testament. They are what? Twice born. It says, who know Brahman residing in the cave. So they're born with exhausting all of these lower realms automatically within the cave, knowing that God is within. It says, which is called the highest heaven. So they're born with exhausting all of the previous desires and personas. Some scholars, which is bad memories or bad experiences, and they're able to know that Brahman residing in the cave of the what? Heart chakra, remember, which is the highest heaven. From heart, there's a realm inside of Sushumna, where they call it the needle of the Shakti, or the needle of the soul, the Atma, which climbs up like a pillar deep from within the recesses of the heart, reaching up into the higher parts of your skull. That is where Brahman resides, to what? The highest heavens. It says, during his transmigratory existence known as Maya, or ignorance. He who realizes his own self, which is the witness of the power. Remember, witness your own self, which is the witness of power called ignorance. Remember, ignorance of vidya. This is the realm of knowledge, the ajna chakra, brow chakra, and the illusion, Maya, what you remove the illusion. Knowing that I am God alone, I am Brahman alone, your true self, what is God, what alone. That's all that exists. Everything else is an illusion or a distraction or a dream. You have to wake up to the reality in the brow chakra, that I am what? Brahman alone. Crown chakra, that I am Brahman alone. Aham Brahmasmi. And becomes God or Brahman himself. And meaning you get what? Liberated and free out of the realm of samsara, which they call the transmigratory existence earlier. And you reach the highest heaven, remember, in the cave of the heart. Climb up the highest three heavens. And break through the illusion or Maya by knowing that I am that Brahman or God alone, and become God or Brahman itself. And remember, all is Brahman. Brahman is split up in two different distinct realms, Purusha and Prakriti. Prakriti is the realm of matter, the three gunas, the physical world, the three different attributes or three different conditions that make up the whole physical world, basically like the elements. But Purusha is that consciousness that is before the material world, that mixes and mingles with this physical world to create the level of activity and consciousness that we see, the interactions. That Purusha, or the Atma, that God, is Brahman. And that's your own true self, your own consciousness. Through the spiritual practices and through all of these ancient teachings, it's trying to lead a pathway for you to be able to realize and attain that state of consciousness again, which is beyond your temporary, limited, small life and ego. And the thing that contains or traps your ego in this experience, or traps your body in this physical existence, or this physical material dream, is Maya, the illusion. So you have to study, dig deeper into that concept. But this tape here, this record here, is supposed to be able to remove that bondage of Maya, or the illusion, and help you do what? Ascend back to the heavenly states, to the highest heaven, which is called Satya Loka, or crown chakra. That peace.
Abhayaprada Mani Ganai